Welcome to the Be Yourself podcast.
Be yourself, be yourself, be yourself.
In control.
Brought to you from the hallways of Panther Lake Elementary School with your hosts, Mr. Baker
Music.
and Miss Lee. Kindergarten!
Never give up. Never surrender.
I was so excited.
That's so good.
When I got sick and my voice got really low to be like, music. And I sat in the kitchen and my son Connor was like, watched me for like 5 minutes just going, music. Music.
It's like, what's going on?
Music. Just trying different ones to see what would sound the best. So we are here with the Be Yourself podcast. The podcast all about we're started. Oh yeah, we're going.
This is recording?
This is recording right now.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm Mr. Baker.
And I'm Miss Lee.
And we are the Be Yourself podcast host people, I guess. We don't really know exactly how it's going to go, but we're starting it anyway. We are going to be talking about being yourself. And to start with that, we're going to talk to teachers in the school about who they are. And maybe we'll interview some students later.
Ooh, that would be fun. And if you can't tell, this is our first episode.
We have no idea what we're doing. We did not write down a script at all.
Nope.
But we do have questions that we're going to ask each other. So I'm going to be interviewing Miss Lee, and we're going to find out who Miss Lee is, and then we will know who Miss Lee is.
Yes.
And we can cut anything we want.
I know, we got it. This is going to be like a 30-minute interview. Okay.
The way we're going to do this is that we have a list of questions we're going to ask everybody, and then we have some random questions we're going to ask people, and
Rapid fire. Like, they have no idea what these crazy questions are going to be. That's the second part.
that is the second part. So, to begin, we're going to start with Miss Lee because this is episode 1, and here it is. So, Miss Lee, how long have you been teaching?
I am a newbie. I've only been teaching 2 years. This is my second year.
Your second year. And where have you spent your 2 years teaching?
Only at Panther Lake. Last year I taught 4th grade, and this year I teach kindergarten.
Interesting. You know what? No, we probably shouldn't ask how old people are. Some people might not want to answer.
Yeah, that would be...
I'm not going to get into that.
I would say all my kids know my age. My 4th graders and my kindergartners.
Mine don't, because I make them do the math and tell them when I was born, and then...
They give up?
They give up.
So
well, they do it, but then they
old.
forget because they had to do so much math, and then a week later they ask me again. So you've been teaching 2 years at Panther Lake Elementary.
Yeah.
What made you want to be a teacher?
My mom was a huge part of that. She's been a grade school teacher for as long as I can even remember. I actually went to the elementary school that she taught at, so I was always involved in the classroom. She was my 4th grade science teacher, which was fun. So she was a huge part of that. So yeah, kind of inspired me to do that. Although I wanted to be other things growing up, but
Like
I just
what?
in college I really wanted to be a news broadcaster.
Oh yeah, so kind of like what we're doing right now.
So this is like really living the dream.
You get to teach and broadcast.
Yeah,
things.
so it's like great. It's the best of both worlds right now. So yeah, but that changed.
Why did that change?
I took an internship. I was like the coffee girl. I was running around. I learned the ins and outs of a news station. It just wasn't really exactly what I was looking for.
Wasn't as exciting as you thought it would be.
Yeah, no.
So when you were at school with your mom,
Yes.
what did you like about school?
I personally loved the social aspect of school. I had a great group of friends growing up. I'm still very close to the friends I've had since kindergarten. So I loved hanging out with my friends every day, and I was super lucky to like almost all of my teachers, like more than love most of my teachers. So I got super lucky with that. But again, social aspect for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that with how much you sit around and talk to people before school.
Hey, I actually do my work, and then I talk.
But you said, that's what I'm saying. You're being social.
Yes, I am.
I'm acknowledging what you do.
Thank you.
So, what... This is not a funny question. Why are you laughing?
Because I know which question you're going to ask.
No, you don't.
Yes. It's the next one.
Okay, so what was reading and math like for you as a kid? Boom, surprised
Boom,
you.
yeah, mixed it up. Actually, funny thing is, I really disliked reading growing up. Like, absolutely hated it. I still remember during independent reading time just opening the book and looking at the book and not actually reading. But that changed as an adult. I really enjoy reading now because I think once you really get to choose like what books that you enjoy and you learn that, then it gets much more enjoyable. So reading was not my thing growing up. I absolutely loved math in elementary school, middle school, high school. And that's funny because that changed for me in college when I took my first calculus class. And unfortunately, it went downhill. But still absolutely love math. And I love teaching math. So there's that.
So what did you struggle with in school?
Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of reading because I wasn't very strong at it. And I think a lot of people can relate to it. If they're not that good at it, then it's just not as fun. So I struggled with reading growing up. And high school, everyone. I really struggled with my first intense college course. It was AP Biology, never forget. Failed my first test ever. That was literally the worst moment of my life. One of the worst moments of my life. And I can tell you this, I cried every day after school for an entire month because the class was so hard.
In high school?
Yes, this is high school, my junior year. So I was 16 years old.
Nice.
It was just the worst class. So hard.
I got lucky. I never took biology.
How?
I don't know, but I took chemistry and then moved into physics. So I like those kind of science, but I never had to take biology.
Baker, are you even like... Are you...
I don't know anything.
Are you a high
know.
school grad? I don't think that's possible.
I'm here. I did it.
What? I had to take physics, chem, bio, and then I didn't take science my senior year. You just took chem and physics.
I took chemistry and physics.
I don't think you
And then
graduated
whatever.
high school.
I'll go double check, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Interesting.
So, when you were a kid, what did you like to do for fun?
Sports were a huge thing growing up. I think starting at the age of 5, my parents signed me up for so many different sports. I think the main ones I stuck to, well, I started with soccer, and that was a huge thing. But in the end, I really stuck with softball and field hockey. And the one I played in college was field hockey. So those are the things I was most involved with growing up.
So, what do you like to do for fun now?
Oh gosh, I hate answering this question. Okay, well, I had to reflect on this question and I realized I don't have much of a life. I teach. I love teaching. I love my job. I read now, everyone, for fun. So that's cool.
How much do you read a night?
I don't read every night, which is bad. I mean, I read the news, like news articles. I try to do that daily. But I try to read at least 3 or 4 times a week, reading like a book I enjoy. So I'm right now currently reading a book called Homegoing. Super great book. So reading, teaching, love spending time with my friends and family. Doing what? Random stuff. Literally going to, I don't even know, brunch, taking walks, like running errands, very boring things. So not much of a crazy
you call up
life.
your friends and say, hey, let's go grocery shopping.
Honestly, yes. I do. I totally do. Let's go to Target. Let's go do this. So boring. Oh my gosh. Hiking. Oh, outdoor stuff. Love it.
Okay.
Hiking, things like that. Seattle touristy things.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. And now I'm ranting. Trying to make myself sound fun.
I'm very interesting. That's right. I forgot that I wasn't going to ask this last, so I'll rearrange it. But
Okay.
So did you ever face any issues like bullying or anything like that in school?
I find myself very lucky and I didn't face anything personally to do with bullying. I was aware of it and I knew what it meant and what it was, but I was very lucky to not have to face bullying personally as a young kid.
And that's all our questions.
Ooh, is it rapid fire
I
time?
think so. So, and I forgot we should ask like where are you from and like that kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Should we do that right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Miss Lee, where did you grow up?
I grew up in San Diego, California. I went to school in San Diego from elementary to high school. Literally the same group of kids I've followed from kindergarten to 12th grade. And then I went to college. I don't know if you're asking me this, but I went to college in Northern California at the University of California at Davis. And now I'm here.
Okay, so what brought you to Panther Lake?
Ooh, I'm part of an organization called Teach for America, and I was placed here to teach in the state of Washington, and I personally applied to Panther Lake because I was interested in teaching in the Federal Way Public School District.
How many pets did you have growing up?
Ooh, okay, let me think. I got my first dog when I was 3 years old. 3 dogs, and one of them is still alive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got her when I was in 6th grade.
Wow.
3 dogs. The first one was Sweetie. I named her when I was 3. The next one was Sugar. I named her when I was 7. And Marley when I was in 6th grade. So I don't know how old I was. 11? 12? 11,
Sixth graders are 10 and 11.
Yeah. So
Wait,
I was,
11 and 12.
No, 11 and 12. So I was 11 when I got her.
Okay.
She's still alive. By the way.
Fantastic. Who's your oldest friend? Friend you've had the longest?
Oh, I love this question. My oldest friend her name is Ashley, and I met her on the first day of kindergarten. And we went to elementary school together, middle school, high school, and even college.
Wow, the whole gamut.
Crazy,
huh?
right?
Nice.
Yeah.
And where's she now?
She's in San Diego.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who's your oldest friend?
Oh my god!
Like your friend who's the oldest.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny. I gotta think about this. Oh, probably my grandpa.
Oh, nice.
And he's 94.
That's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, who can I offend? No, my grandpa who's 94 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I think that is the end of the rapid fire question section and the end of the main question section, which means, Miss Lee, we have just completed our first podcast.
Yes, that was not that
We've
bad.
Done it. It was not that bad. Well, we'll find out after we post it and see what people say about it. So, thank you for joining us on the Be Yourself podcast, and we will see you next time.
Episode 2.
Oh, yeah.